Have you ever felt a moment so emotional that it shook your heart and left an unforgettable trace? A heartwarming reunion between two BTS members, Jungkook and Taehyung, just happened 35 minutes ago, and that moment managed to steal the attention of the whole world. How can a meeting between two friends who have been together for a long time bring so many emotions in just a matter of seconds? What really happened in that heartwarming moment? Why would this shock fans, even entire social media? No one expected that a meeting that was supposed to be ordinary would turn into a big surprise that was hard to believe. Right after the fun-filled event, a video showing the interaction between Jungkook and Taehyung quickly spread on social media. The video, which lasted only a few seconds, managed to surprise thousands of fans around the world because no one expected that their meeting would be colored with so much emotion. Of course, these two idols have long been known for their very close proximity, but this time the moment is completely different. In fact, some have called it one of the most emotional encounters in BTS history. Why? What is really going on behind the laughter and happiness that seems to flow naturally between them? Fans around the world, who have been waiting for this moment of reunion for years, could not hold back tears when they saw such a sincere closeness between Jungkook and Taehyung. In the viral video, the two are seen hugging each other tightly, an embrace that seems to have more meaning than just an expression of friendship. Flowing tears, a smile that looks full of meaning, and an emotional look in the eyes. All this creates an atmosphere that is very different from the usual reunion. A surprise that left even many fans speechless, wondering what they were actually witnessing. What makes these moments so profound and moving? Not only is it a mere encounter between two members of a famous group, but something deeper is revealed behind their interactions. Some people even begin to wonder if there are feelings that have not been conveyed so far. Then, there are also those who suspect, does this reunion mark a major change in their relationship that has been often touted as a symbol of true friendship in the K-pop world? However, isn't this normal? Is it possible that this is just an ordinary scene in a pre-planned event? Of course, for BTS fans who have always watched the group's long journey, there is something much more special in each of their meetings. Moments like this, which involve genuine feelings, cannot be underestimated. What happened 35 minutes ago is actually more than just a viral video. It's a moment that brings back memories and emotions that are hard to explain, and will probably continue to haunt many for a very long time. Have you ever witnessed two people who were so close to each other, but at some point, they realized that the time that had passed made that closeness even deeper? That's what happened to Jungkook and Taehyung. The moment they met, it was as if the whole world stopped for a moment, making room for their emotions to speak without words. This moment is definitely more than a reunion full of laughter. There was something bigger behind every look. Perhaps this is an expression of the feelings that they have been hiding for so long, or maybe a recognition of the inexpressible depth of their relationship. For some fans, the video provides answers to many questions that have been lingering in their minds. Some wondered if their relationship had been more than that of fellow group members. Some believe that this moment could be an acknowledgement that the two have a deeper relationship. But is that so? What exactly happened to Jungkook and Taehyung in the meeting 35 minutes ago? Do not forget that although they are idols of the world, they are still human beings with colorful feelings. Jungkook and Taehyung may only seem like two very close friends, but they've been through a lot together. Their journey as part of BTS is a journey full of incredible achievements, but also full of challenges and sacrifices. The moment that happened last night at a happy reunion event actually showed another side of them that was rarely highlighted by the cameras. There is a human side that may have been hidden for a long time, and this is probably the right time for everyone to find out more about what is happening behind the scenes of their lives. The question now is this a signal that their relationship is about to change? Or is it precisely this moment that signals that, despite the passage of time, their closeness and friendship remain as strong as ever? Only time can answer all that. But one thing is certain, this moment will remain etched in the memory of many people because it reminds us all that sometimes, even a simple meeting can contain a very deep meaning, and no one knows what happens next. But for BTS fans, one thing is certain. This moment is a beautiful memory that will never be forgotten. The emotional reunion between Jungkook and Taehyung has just taught us a very important thing, that true friendship is immeasurable in time, and even though we are under the spotlight of the world, our human feelings will still come out of nowhere in unexpected moments. When the moment first spread on social media, reactions from BTS fans immediately flooded various platforms. Some fans even admitted that they were moved to tears to see such a sincere closeness between Jungkook and Taehyung. You can feel that, right? This is more than just a friendship. One fan wrote on Twitter, stating that what they saw in the video was not just an ordinary meeting. There is something deeper and full of meaning implied by every gesture, every smile, and every second shared by these two idols. Is this just a media game to create a sensation? Or is there something bigger than just a seasonal reunion? This question became even more relevant as fans began to dig deeper into what was really going on behind the scenes. Not a few suspect that this is part of a big plan to show the world that although BTS has gone through many changes since they first debuted, the relationship among the group's members remains strong. However, if we look further, this moment may be more than just a strategy. If we look carefully, we will realize that the closeness of Jungkook and Taehyung captured in the video is not something that can be programmed or built by force. It was a genuine feeling, one that looked so natural despite the pressures of a world that was always watching them. What happens in the video is so shocking because it seems that they do not care about the cameras that record. In the crowd of the event, when they should have posed for a photo together, their moment was filled with intimacy that could not be hidden. There is something in the way they look at each other, the way they interact with each other, that speaks more than 1,000 words. They seem to say, "We've been through a lot together, and we're going to stay together." Not only BTS fans were dazzled by this surprise. The media began to cover it extensively. Everyone wondered, what really happened between Jungkook and Taehyung in that very brief meeting? Some call it a magical moment, while others believe that this is a harbinger of the big changes to come for BTS as a group. With the fame they have achieved, is this meeting the beginning of something bigger, deeper, or even more emotional for the BTS members? For some, the video opened a new chapter in their relationship as a group. They began to wonder if this moment signaled that BTS would soon be entering a new phase in their career, or maybe even a phase outside the music world. Is it possible that Jungkook and Taehyung are planning something more personal, away from the world's spotlight? This is speculation that has further heated the discussion, with many fans continuing to analyze every detail of the video for further clues. Of course, amid all this speculation, there are also those who question whether this moment is really sincere or just part of an attempt to remind fans of the closeness they have with each other. As a K-pop idol, almost everything they do always has an element of performance, and this is what makes it even more difficult to distinguish between the real and the portrayed. But one thing is for sure, fans' reactions to this video can't be fooled. They feel it. There is a frankness present in their interactions, something much more emotional than they are used to showing on stage or in interviews.